So search engine spiders aren't humans. They can't see images. So we use what's called an alt tag to let the search engine know what that image is. Visually impaired web surfers also rely on alt tags. They use special browsers that read the tags to them. But we use alt tags to tell search engines what these images are. The file names of images as well are also looked at to a degree. So images are a great sticking point where you can get a quick win and optimize them, but they're also very frequently over-optimized. So here are the two ends of the spectrum. One is a completely under-optimized page, which is where people say they upload a file and they'll call it picture1.jpg. And the alt tag of it will be homepage graphic, right? And that's just not relevant. The other side of the spectrum is people completely over-optimize. So a file name can be really, really long. It's like, I forget how many characters it is. It's like 100-something characters. And so if you're optimizing for Hotel San Francisco, people will call an image, right, Hotel San Francisco Hotels 5-star San Francisco Hotel.jpg. Don't do that, right? Don't over-optimize it. So be as descriptive as you can with your images and look and use your keyword research to populate alt tags as well, but don't overdo it. And Yelp, again, is a really good example. Yelp, the people at Yelp are brilliant, and they've actually, this is just next level stuff, but they actually, based on what the user has entered as the description, alt actually populates alt. Yelp populates the alt tag with that, right? So here's the image. The image is called Mocha. The file name here is no good, but this is the point I want to make. When you're optimizing your images, a lot of the times people don't give Google the benefit of the doubt, right? So remember, our keyword for this was coffee shop San Francisco. So typical SEO will go in and they'll say, okay, title tag, coffee shop San Francisco. Heading tag, coffee shop San Francisco. Get it in my URL, coffee shop San Francisco. They get it in their body copy 2 to 3 times, right? Then they get to the image. And they say, oh, okay, that's easy. I'm going to call my image coffee shop San Francisco.jpg, and I'm going to use an alt tag, coffee shop San Francisco. You don't need to do that, right? And this is the problem that people get caught up on when they first get into SEO is they overdo it. Give Google the benefit of the doubt. Use that tilde, understand synonyms, and you realize that Google knows that coffee is probably related to cappuccino, macchiato, mocha, right? All these other words around it. Google knows that in this universe of keywords, there's a very related neighborhood of keywords. This is a perfect example of this. If you're doing a shoe site, right, and your phrase is buy shoes online, rather than making all of your pictures buyshoesonline.jpg, buyshoesonline.gif, use the word Reebok, Nike, Converse, right? Give Google the benefit of the doubt. Understand that they know what you're talking about. So the really interesting part about search engine optimization, and this is a great example, is that once you understand all the principles, one of the best things you can do is forget about them, right? Don't overdo it. Like, understand it and internalize it, and then just describe it naturally. Just describe it naturally. So you don't need to overdo it. And that's sort of my 2 cents on image optimization.